It's not something you get just with money, and it's definitely not something cooked in a fancy hotel. That meal, it's made from a mother's love, a brother's hunger, and the fire of a man's struggle. This is the story of a boy whose name was Raju. Raju didn't have a big dream, no fancy degree, and no high status. His dream was simple: to earn just enough to feed his mother and younger brother. It was a quiet morning. In a broken hut, his mother lay on the bed in pain. Her breaths were heavy, and drops of sweat rolled down her forehead. His younger brother had passed out from hunger. It wasn't sleep, it was unconsciousness. The mother, with a trembling voice, said, "Son, please feed your brother today. He hasn't eaten since last night." Raju looked into his mother's eyes. They held pain, helplessness, and hope. But Raju's pockets were empty, just like his dreams. He got up. He didn't say a word. He didn't even have slippers on his feet. But he had courage, and that was his greatest wealth. He walked through the village lanes. Every step seemed to crush his self-respect. Yet his face never showed that he was troubled. He reached the village square. 4 men were chatting and joking there. Raju asked them, "Bhaiya, is there any small job I could do? Please let me know." One man looked at his condition and laughed out loud. "Work? First, get yourself a pair of slippers, then ask for work." Everyone laughed. Some mocked him, others taunted. Raju said nothing. His eyes welled up, but no tears fell. He didn't lower his gaze. He simply walked away. He saw an old grocery shop in the market. He went in and said, "Sir, may I clean your shop? I'll do anything. Just give me whatever you can." The shopkeeper looked at him from head to toe and asked, "You know how to clean?" Raju replied, "Yes, I'll do it with full dedication." Raju picked up the broom, swept the dust, arranged the goods, lifted sacks. For a whole hour he worked until he was soaked in sweat. When he was done, the shopkeeper pulled out just 2 rupees and dropped them in Raju's hand, as if doing him a favor. Raju accepted them. He didn't complain. He ran to the samosa shop, bought 1 samosa. As he was about to eat, a little boy came up, his face dusty, eyes full of hunger. Without thinking, Raju gave him the samosa. He remained hungry, but his heart felt peace. The next day, the same shopkeeper called him again. He started getting work regularly, still the same 2 rupees per day. Each day he bought 1 samosa, which he divided into 3 parts. 1 for his mother, 1 for his younger brother, and the last piece for himself, saying, "He's an honest boy." A few months later, a peon job opened up at the village school. Raju applied. He had no degree, no recommendation. On paper, he looked weak, but his hard work and honesty shined through. He got the job. When he received his first salary, 1,500 rupees, tears welled up in his eyes, but this time, they were tears of joy. He placed the entire note in his mother's trembling hands. Her eyes overflowed with tears, but this time, they weren't of sorrow. They were tears of pride. Raju now worked at the school from morning to evening. At night, he studied. For 3 years, he continued like this, passed 12th grade, then sent his brother to school. Later, Raju did a basic computer course. He learned from YouTube for free, coding, English, Excel. Whatever he found, he absorbed. Then one day, he went to the city, saw the metro for the first time, bought his first pair of shoes, even if on borrowed money. He went to give an interview at a small company. His words were broken, his English weak, but the truth in his eyes was clear. And maybe that's what touched hearts. He got the job, a data entry role, rupee 8,000 per month. Then Raju rented a small room, bought an old laptop, coded late into the night, worked in the office by day. After 5 years of hard work, struggle, and sacrifice, that same Raju became a project manager at an IT company. Salary rupee 70,000 per month. And then one day, Raju returned to his village, wearing a white shirt and shining shoes. The same people who once said, "At least wear slippers first," now bent down to touch his feet, saying, "Son, forgive us, we didn't recognize your worth." Raju got his mother treated, sent his brother to engineering college, and then built a school in the village. A school where no child is charged fees, where every child is encouraged to dream. Today, Raju visits the village every Sunday. He teaches the children himself. People ask, "You've achieved so much, what more do you want?" Raju smiles, "I just want that no other Raju has to sleep hungry. That's enough for me." On his laptop screen, one line always remains. "I only stepped out for a single meal, and I found a life instead." Life is not easy. The road is full of thorns. People laugh, they pull you down, they test you. But if your resolve is strong, your effort is true, and blessings are with you. Even a boy who once shared a samosa can run a company. So the next time you feel like everything is over, when you think there's no way forward, remember this story. Even a single meal can change your entire life.